right on his feet. He is smoking Joe Frazier, Philadelphia's finest in the heavyweight division. There's no one quite like Smoking Joe.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
A lot of trash talk between these two. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light, concentrate.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Good one.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this...
And they got caught!
His legs have gone. He's got to get their hands up. It's a fight.
Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go.
Oh, no. Come on. Get up. Get up. It can't be over. 3, 4, 5.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. And there's the bell to start the round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Punch, counter punch. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee, just pickpocketing and stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job. Throws the uppercut, but misses.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And now going for the finish.
Does he know he's hurt?
So he's back up on his feet, but can he get back into this fight?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into the fight again, to show...
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
To make or break a fighter.
Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very surprised.
Beautiful counter shot. And we may see an early stoppage here.
Bambi legs are kicking in.
He takes a knee, buys time, collects himself.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Big hooks upstairs. A very competitive round here so far. The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Well done with that counter shot. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. That bell could not have come soon. And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe to toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano. They're letting the shots go.
Just misses with that jab. Looking to land the hook. The corner's got to take a good look at their fighter.
He's dazed. Where should he look? What should he do? Should he run? Should he try and hold on?
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing. This may do it. It's all coming to an end.
Oh, what a
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again.
Smoking Joe may go.
Oh. One, two, three, four, five, six.
Let's talk about Fury in that lap. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That counter punch caught him clean. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swing and a miss with that jab. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Stumbling around and...
One, two, three.
Let's talk about Fury in that last round. That'll be a 10. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
That counter punch caught him clean. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable at middleweight.
Nice counter shot. And this with the jab. These two are the perfect dance partners. Frazier being much more selective with his punches.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment. What a nightmare scenario!
Beautiful, sneaky shot to take his legs away from him.
Let's talk about Fury in that lap. They ring the bell, and here we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes.
Is Frazier in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? Not many people would have predicted it, but we...